Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, if you're like me, you've been glued to your screen these past few days, trying to figure out what's next for the San Francisco 49ers after a blow like this. Because if you missed it, on September 22, the football world was shaken up a bit when it was announced that Nick Bosa, one of the most dominant defensive players in the NFL today, tore his ACL. That's right, an ACL tear that's going to sideline him for the rest of the season. And for a team like the 49ers, that's a huge loss. Bosa isn't just a star, he's the cornerstone of their pass rush, the kind of player who elevates an entire defense. His ability to rush the quarterback, to get into the backfield, to disrupt plays, those are qualities that can't be easily replaced overnight. And now the question is, what's next? How do the 49ers respond to such a critical injury? Do they look to make a bold move before the trade deadline, or do they trust their depth and young talent to step up? Because, let's be honest, losing Bosa is like losing a freight train coming at you every game. The impact extends beyond just the loss of production. It's a mental and strategic blow to the entire defense. The 49ers have built one of the most feared defensive fronts in the league, and Bosa has been a key piece of that puzzle. His presence commands attention from offensive lines, giving other players opportunities to make plays. Now, with him out, the team's leadership and resilience will be tested more than ever. But the good news, the 49ers are no strangers to adversity. Coach Kyle Shanahan and GM John Lynch have built a team that's flexible, adaptable, and deep. And Lynch, in particular, has been vocal about the team's approach to this challenge. On September 25, during an appearance on KNBR, Lynch took the time to address the situation head-on. "You could tell his heart goes out to Bosa," he said. "My heart just goes out to him. He puts so much into this. This is his life, it's a crushing blow to our team, but that's what this sport is." Those words resonate because they show that Lynch understands just how vital Bosa is, but also that the team isn't going to crumble. He emphasized that one player, no matter how talented, won't make up for Bosa's absence. It's going to take a collective effort. And that's exactly what we saw in Week 3, when the 49ers faced the Arizona Cardinals. Despite the loss of Bosa, the defense stepped up in a big way. Young players, guys like Drake Jackson, Hargrave, and others, came in ready to play, ready to make an impact, and they did. Fred Warner, the veteran linebacker, praised those young players after the game, highlighting their maturity, their preparation, and their readiness to step into the spotlight. Warner said, "I think it speaks to the work they've all put in and their maturity. They don't play like rookies. They're coming in and week out, making these big plays, and we're going to need them to continue to do so." That's the kind of leadership and confidence that can keep a team afloat during tough times. But now, as we look ahead, the big question is, what's the plan? Are the 49ers going to make a move before the trade deadline? Because, let's face it, the NFL trade deadline on November 4 is approaching fast, and the team's management will have to decide whether to add reinforcements or rely on their current roster. So naturally, the name that's been buzzing around the NFL circles is Trey Hendrickson, the defensive end from the Cincinnati Bengals. Hendrickson, as many of you know, had an outstanding season last year, earning All-Pro honors and leading the league with 17.5 sacks. That's no small feat. He's a proven pass rusher, a guy who consistently gets into the backfield and causes chaos for opposing quarterbacks. But of course, there's a catch. The Bengals are currently navigating their own storm, with quarterback Joe Burrow expected to miss around 3 months due to his own injury. That has opened up the possibility of Hendrickson becoming available, especially if Cincinnati needs to make some roster moves to get through this rough patch. However, there's a lot to consider. Matt Barrows of The Athletic pointed out that the 49ers probably won't pursue Hendrickson, mainly because of his age and the contract situation. He turns 31 in December, and the 49ers have been pretty clear about their roster-building strategy, favoring young, cost-controlled talent and avoiding big money, aging veterans who might not fit their long-term plans. During his appearance on 95.7 The Game, Barrows mentioned, Trey Hendrickson is an older, expensive player who turns 31 in December. Trading for him would run counter to everything the 49ers mapped out for the season back in January and February. But of course, situations change, and if the right opportunity presents itself, they might have to reconsider. And that's the reality of the NFL. Flexibility is key. The 49ers have always prioritized building a sustainable, balanced roster, especially considering their deep playoff runs in recent years. Their front office, led by Lynch, has shown a willingness to be aggressive if the right player comes along, but at the same time, they're cautious about giving up draft capital or making moves that could hurt their future. The current depth of the team's roster is being tested, no doubt. Players like Hargrave, Drake Jackson, and others have stepped up, but it's clear that replacing someone like Bosa is no small feat. What's fascinating is how the team responded in Week 3. Despite the adversity and the absence of their star pass rusher, they still managed to secure a victory over the NFC West rival Arizona Cardinals. That game was a testament to the resilience and depth of the 49ers. Fred Warner's praise for the young players shows a team that's not just surviving, but actively thriving in the face of adversity. It's exactly the kind of mentality that championship teams need, next man up, and always ready to rise to the occasion. And let's not forget, the 49ers defense has a long history of overcoming injuries and setbacks, thanks to their coaching staff and the culture they've built. Looking at the broader picture, the NFC West is shaping up to be one of the most competitive divisions in recent memory. The Seahawks, Rams, and Cardinals all have their own stories and challenges, but the 49ers have been the team to beat for the last few seasons. Their ability to adapt after losing Bosa will be crucial in maintaining their status as division leaders and Super Bowl contenders. The upcoming weeks will be telling. Will Lynch and Shanahan decide to make a bold trade, or will they continue trusting their young guys and depth chart? Either way, it's clear that the team's focus is on staying competitive and resilient, no matter what obstacles come their way. And fans, I know you've been feeling the same mixture of concern and hope. We've seen this team rally before, and we've seen how well-coached and disciplined they are. Whether it's a trade, a breakout from a young player, or a strategic adjustment, the 49ers have shown time and again that they're capable of overcoming adversity. And now, with Bosa out, this might be the moment for some of those younger players to really step into the spotlight and prove what they're made of. Because let's face it, football is one of the most unpredictable sports out there, and that's what makes it so exciting for us fans. So, as we look ahead to the trade deadline, keep your eyes on the 49ers. They're a team that's always looking for ways to improve, always trying to stay one step ahead of the competition. With the NFC West so competitive this year, every game counts even more. The question of whether they'll make a move for a player like Hendrickson or someone else remains open, but one thing is for sure, their focus is on winning, surviving, and keeping that Super Bowl window open. The team has faced tough times before, and they've come out stronger. This season might be no different, and I, for one, can't wait to see how it all unfolds. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest San Francisco 49ers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, San Francisco 49ers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on all of this? Do you think Lynch and Shanahan should make a bold move before the deadline, or do you trust that the young players can handle this challenge? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the 49ers. Remember, this team is built on resilience, on fighting through adversity, and on the passion of the fans. We've seen what they're capable of when the chips are down, and I believe this team can still make a deep playoff run, even without Bosa for now. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, more insights, and everything you need to stay on top of the San Francisco 49ers. So stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's keep supporting this incredible team. The road to another Super Bowl isn't easy, but with the heart, talent, and resilience they've shown, I believe they're still in the race. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Niners.